and it's a debut movie by Alex Russell, Lurker. So what if opportunity walked into a room? What would you do to advance it? What would you do to keep it? And are these already the preset rules we've decided for fame and fortune, or to get into the biz? This is kind of what Lurker is doing. Of course, Alex Russell has worked on The Beef and the Bear, so you know there's going to be a lot of awkward conversations that escalate very quickly. And to a certain extent, this is what Lurker does. Lurker is a very confident debut. Alex already knows where he wants to put the camera. He already knows who these characters are. And he has chosen two very good actors to portray Theodore Perrin and Archie Madadakwe. I think I butchered that. I'm sorry if I did. He's very good in this. My favorite thing about the movie is the showing all your cards scene. It is really great. I love how it's shot. I love how the characters are separated. I like how they come together. I like how in this 5-minute scene, how they show who they are really, and what their motivations are, what they actually want, and it's very plainly spoken in a movie where everyone is talking around the subject. There's a moment, of course, this movie is about a young kid who's working in a retail store, meets a rising pop star, somehow gets into his entourage, and then won't leave. There's a scene where they try to fire him, they abandon him, he kind of knows what's going on, but he's not letting this go, and I think it's Havana Rose Lou tries to fire him, she just talks around the subject, and so when you do get that blunt dialogue scene, it is excellent, and this is kind of what this movie is. It's not, yes, it is a stalker, single white female kind of movie, but it's also about the mechanics of fame and success. This isn't really a fair comparison because it is one of the greatest movies ever made, Sweet Smell of Success, which is very much about that power dynamic of how you can wield fame if you're kind of in the background. And Lurker's not Sweet Smell of Success. Not many movies are. As I said, Sweet Smell of Success is one of the greatest movies ever made. But this is kind of looking at the mechanics, not necessarily of fame, but trying to get into the creative industry, which is a gig industry at best. I mean, there's a reason why this starts in a retail store and then moves on to the world of touring and photograph and the documentary and art in general. It's a fascinating look, and I think it's a very strong movie.